General to step down doesn't happen all the time. Brenda, I had the chance to talk to some top diplomats who attended this Security Council meeting here behind me, and none is really happy with what Secretary General Guterres said here. Many do understand that it is important to give some context, to explain to the world that this is the attack from Hamas is not happening in a vacuum, but hardly anybody really, well, that's not true what I say. I should rephrase that, Brent. Hardly anybody from the Western allies, from those who are supporting Israel as well, applause the outspokenness of Secretary General Guterres. They would have liked a little bit more a diplomatic way to talk about the humanitarian crisis which is unfolding in Gaza right now.
Yeah, that's a very good point. We also know that Germany's Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock, she is due to address the council today. Earlier, she repeated her stance that Israel has the right to defend itself, but that civilians, she said, on both sides need protection. Take a listen.
For me as German foreign minister, it's clear that Israel has the right, indeed the duty, to protect its population, its country, within the framework of the right to self-defense and international law. But standing up for Israel's security also means keeping in mind the suffering of the Palestinians in Gaza. We see their suffering. It is unbearable. Every civilian life is worth the same, both Israeli and Palestinian.
So, Ines, those are comments we've heard from the foreign minister before. What are we expecting to hear from her later today?
Right, Brent, I had the chance to talk to her twice, very early this morning and just an hour or so ago. She is known that in the heart of her foreign policy is her feminist approach, is her approach to really put women and children in the middle of her action. And she was talking about that she just met Palestinian refugees in Jordan not so long ago. So she definitely feels for the Palestinians being stuck in Gaza. But as a German foreign minister, there is no doubt that she stands strong with Israel and definitely supports Israel's right to defend itself. And this is something she will talk about. She probably will also talk about that peace can only take place if it means it's peace for everyone. Again, she's trying to walk this fine line, on the one hand supporting Israel's rights to defend itself, but on the other hand also shine some light on the horrible situation for so many civilians within Gaza.
And at the end of the day, Ines, how much leverage does the UN Security Council really have when it comes to this crisis? I mean, how much pressure can it bring to bear?
Well, the problem, Brian, always is that full members of the Security Council do have the right to veto any resolution. That's one reason why the United States didn't apply their resolution today. They are still negotiating with Russia and China. But having that said, this is the only body in the world where leaders from all around the world at least do come together and sit in one room and listen to each other, talk with each other. So it's definitely not perfect, but what is out there, what is better than the UN?
That's our very own Ines Pohl there with the latest from UN headquarters in New York. Ines, thank you.